Hello and welcome to the Triumvirate Files. In this video we will be teaching you tricks to help speed up your multiplication skills. Stay until the end for details about our very first giveaway. Our first trick is the Vedic method. This trick works well with numbers close to powers of 10, like 100, 1000, and so on. Here we see the problem, 98 times 99. This may seem daunting, but don't worry, it's actually quite easy. You see, 98 is just 100 minus 2, and 99 is 100 minus 1. So all we have to do is take these two numbers, negative 2 and negative 1, and we have to add them. Negative 2 plus negative 1 is negative 3. So now what we do is add negative 3 to the closest power of 10, in this case 100. So 100 plus negative 3 is 97. So 9 and 7 are the first two digits of our answer. Next what we do is we have to multiply negative 2 and negative 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 is just 2, but like we learned in the last video, since we're multiplying two two-digit numbers, we have to keep 0 in front as a placeholder. So 0 and 2 are the last two digits of our answer. Let's use the same trick on some bigger numbers, this time closer to 1000. We now have 997 times 995. The same concepts we used on the last problem will work here as well. 997 is 1000 minus 3, and 995 is 1000 minus 5. Again, we take these two numbers, negative 3 and negative 5, and add them. Negative 3 plus negative 5 is negative 8. So what we have to do now is take the closest power of 10, 1000, and add negative 8 to it. 1000 plus negative 8, or 1000 minus 8, is 992. So 9, 9, and 2 are the first three digits of our answer. Keep in mind, this time our answer will have more digits because the two numbers we are multiplying are much bigger than before. So what we have to do next is multiply negative 3 and negative 5, giving us 15. Now remember, we have to put 0 in front as a placeholder because the two numbers we're multiplying are three-digit ones, and 0 makes the 1 and 5 three digits. So 0, 1, and 5 are the last three digits of our answer, which ends up being 992,015. Our last problem with the Vedic method is a bit different because the numbers we're dealing with here are bigger than the power of 10 they're closest to, in this case 100. We have 104 times 103. The same concepts we've been doing will work with a few slight tweaks. Again, we have to find out the distance between our numbers and 100. 104 is 100 plus 4, and 103 is 100 plus 3. We take these two numbers and we have to add them. 4 plus 3 is 7, and it's easier to add them this time because they're positive. So we add 7 to 100 for a total of 107, and 1, 0, and 7 are the first three digits of our answer. Now we have to multiply 3 and 4. 3 times 4 is 12. So our final answer is 10,712. Keep in mind, we didn't have to add 0 as a placeholder because the numbers we're multiplying are three-digit ones, whereas the numbers we multiplied before were two-digit ones. Multiplying three-digit means that there's going to be one more digit than if we were multiplying two-digit. The same concept is applied to multiplying numbers greater than 1000, 10,000, and so on.
Trick number 2 is the double-digit multiplication trick. This trick is useful for doing mental calculations for any two-digit numbers. In the problem below, we have 37 times 71. Using traditional multiplication, this problem would be very difficult to do in your head. So instead, let's see what we can do to make this problem an easy mental calculation. Let's start by first multiplying 3 and 7, and 7 and 1. Remember that we are multiplying the first digit by the first digit and the last digit by the last digit of each number. So 3 times 7 equals 21. This will be the first part of our answer. Next, let's multiply 7 and 1, which is just 7. This will be the last part of our answer. Now all we have to do is find the middle digits to solve this problem. To find the middle digits, we have to multiply the first digit of one number and the last digit of the other number. So in this problem, we have to multiply 7 and 7, which gives us 49. We also have to multiply 3 and 1, which is 3. Now we have to add 49 and 3, which equals 52, to the tens and hundreds digit of the number above, just like that. So after adding, our final answer will be 2,627. Now let's try another problem using the double-digit multiplication trick. Here we have 51 times 59. Let's start by multiplying the first digits of each number and the last digits of each number. So we will have 5 times 5 and 1 times 9. 5 times 5 equals 25, which we will write as the first part of our answer. And 1 times 9 is 9, so we will write it as the last part of our answer. Now all we have to do is find the middle digits. So by multiplying the first digits by the last digits, just like that, we will have 5 and 45. By adding these two numbers, we will get 50. Finally, we will add 50 to the tens and hundreds places in the number above. So our final answer will be 3009. Using this trick, we are able to multiply double-digit numbers quickly and efficiently in our heads.
So this is trick number 3, the 11 trick. So in this problem, we see 23 times 11. To do this using the trick, we have to look at the 23 first. First, we have to copy down the first digit and the last digit of 23. So then we add those two numbers together, and we'll get 5. So then, how we do this is we list out the numbers 2 and 3, like this, and then we just put the 5 in the middle, and that's our final answer. So in this next problem, we have 57 times 11. So like we did in the last problem, we can copy the first and last digit of the number respectively, 5 and 7, and then we can add them together, and we'll get 12. So then we can put 12 in the middle of 5 and 7, and we'll get our final answer of 5,127. But wait, doesn't 5,000 seem way too big for a small multiplication problem like this? So this is a very common error that occurs in the 11 trick. So when you're adding 5 and 7 to get 12, instead of putting the 12 in the middle, since it's a double-digit number, you have to carry it over. I'll show you what I mean. So you arrange the 5 and 7 like that, and then you put the 2 in the middle, and you carry the 1 like that. So then when you add this together, you'll get a final answer of 627. So this next problem, we have 3 digits or more, which we had to change the trick slightly. So our problem here is 245 times 11. We can copy the first and last digit like usual, but now a little differently, we have to add 2 and 4, and we'll get 6. Then we have to add 4 and 5 to get 9. And our final answer will be 2,695. So in this next problem here, this final problem, it looks very daunting, but with our trick we can solve this fast. The problem we are solving here is 36,214 times 11. Like usual, let's copy the first digit and the last digit of the number down. So then we can add 3 and 6 to get 9. Then we can add 6 and 2 to get 8. Then we can add 2 and 1 to get 3. Then we can add, finally, 1 and 4 to get 5. And our final answer is 398,354. So this is a very fast trick, but there are common errors that can happen. When you add two of the numbers, and you get a double-digit number like in our second problem, you have to always carry the 1.
The next trick is called the halving trick. This is another trick that is extremely useful for doing mental math. The goal of this trick is to simplify a double-digit multiplication problem so that it can be done mentally. This trick has one condition. At least one of the numbers that is being multiplied must be even. So let's see if we can use this trick in a problem. Here we have 23 times 14. Normally, this problem would be difficult and time-consuming to do without writing anything down or using a calculator. So instead, let's see if we can make the problem easier using the halving trick. So we can write 23 times 14 as 46 times 7. Both problems will give us the same result. They are just in different forms. To get to 46 times 7, we first double 23. And since we double 23, we must have 14. 46 times 7 is much easier to do mentally, and our final answer, after multiplying, will be 322. In this problem here, we can apply the same trick again to make the calculation easier because one of the numbers is even. Let's start by simplifying 17 times 24 to 34 times 12. Remember that we have to double 17 and have 24. 34 times 12 is still difficult to do a mental calculation with, so let's simplify further. We can now write 34 times 12 as 68 times 6 by doubling 34 and halving 12. Now we have a problem that is easy to do mentally. Preferably, it would be best to stop at 68 times 6, but it is possible to go even further. All we have to do is double 68 to get to 136 and halve 6 to get to 3. So our final answer will be 408. So now it's giveaway time. We will be giving away a brand new TI-84 graphing calculator. To enter our giveaway, all you need to do is like this video and subscribe to the channel. Then comment what color calculator you want in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and see you next time on the Triumvirate Files.